I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I appreciate that very much. This is, it's really touching, man, when people can see you have a need and respond. It's really touching. It is, and I don't take this for granted. And I know everybody. See, there are some people that they knocked on their doors, and them people had to leave. And y'all saw they knocked on my door. They knocked on my door. As long as I've been here, you see, they actually think. See, some people don't have this luxury to be able to get on social media and people care about their welfare. And they have to do without. See, they now they're in their car. See, and I don't take that for granted. See, I don't take that lightly with this happening. See, I'm not at a point where I don't appreciate this. I appreciate this very, 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 very much. Believe that, cause my car ain't got no heat. Caddy ain't got no heat in it, so if I'm up in that joker, shoot, I'm gonna be cold, buddy. You know, I'm in cold. So no, man, I don't take this for granted. I don't take this lightly. You know, and I know I got sense enough to know now that this don't happen to everybody. This don't happen for everybody. You see, and I realize that. So, man, I'm grateful. Thank you, thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. You know, and I know I'm gonna have my trolls up in here talking about I'm begging, but the one thing I do is pay it forward. And you know, I just thought this morning, since okay, since uh since I've been in this hotel, man, I haven't really been able to pay it forward like I normally do. That's how dry my funds been. I haven't really, because usually, you know, I like to help people in the grocery store. And since I've been here, man, I haven't been able to give like I want to give. That's one of the things I noticed this morning. Man, I ain't been giving the way I like to give. And see, your need should not dictate your ability to give. Let me say that again. Because you need, it should not dictate your ability to give. Man, in fact, when you need, that's when you need to be even a bigger giver. It's when you need. See, because when you ain't got enough to do what you want, man, you step out on your faith when you share the little bit that you do have. And see, and that's a mistake a lot of people make. They don't want to share out of the little bit that they do have because they need. See, the first thing they're going to say is, man, why are you going to give away something when you need something? Well, when you need, you got your hands like this. When you need, but man, when you're giving away, your hand is open. See, can't nothing come into a closed hand. And this is what people don't understand, man. You can't get nothing in a closed hand. The only way you're gonna get, you got to open up and give, man, in order to be able to receive. You see, and you got a lot of people that want to receive and shut their hand up just like this. See, once they get, man, they close their hand up just like this. But when you give, okay, this is what you do. This is how you do it. You know, and let me tell you something, man. Nothing is more fulfilling than when you can help somebody that's in need, and especially if they don't ask you. Nothing is more fulfilling, man. When you can come to somebody's need and they ain't got to ask you for it. You know, and one day I'm gonna be able to go down everybody that has given in my Cash App and be a blessing to them. I'm gonna have that kind of money. That one day, man, I can just sit down. Everybody been, man, here's $1,000 here. Give everybody $1,000. Cause you at one point you have blessed me. See that's the kind of stuff I dream about doing. Man, be a blessing to people. See, at 70 years old, I don't need no real big house. I just need something comfortable. I don't need a whole bunch of cars. Hey, Rob, man, thank you, man. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, man, for what you've done. I thank you, man. Thank you very much. Cause it really came at the right time, man. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I just knew I wasn't gonna have to leave. I didn't know how, but I just knew I didn't have to leave. So now I got some breathing room. Now I got some breathing room, boy. I ain't got to work. I got me another night in the bed. I told y'all, I said, listen, God, I don't work for myself. I don't see, I don't see. All right, this Rob right here.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. I got you on speaker, Rob.
Oh, God is good. God is good, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Look at that. You know what? And I just went to my other terminal here at the office, and I just downloaded the whole thing. So it starts at our session starts at 1.08, and I downloaded the entire broadcast. It just goes to prove that the little can make the biggest difference. We talk all day, every day about how some things are negative. I mean, for God's sake, yesterday I lost $2 million. You know what I mean? But I wasn't. It just doesn't it feel to my dear friends in the room? There's 4 of us here. The rest of them are back. Doesn't it feel so awesome just to be able to give? Doesn't matter whether it's $1 or whatever it is. Just to be able to give. What do you think about that, Don? Have you ever felt that way before?
I mean, see, that's probably one of the most fulfilling feelings that you can have is when you can come to somebody's aid, man. Especially when they might not ask you, and you just be there. That it's nothing. It's nothing more fulfilling than that. And and for the people to respond the way they did, man, thank y'all. I mean, just thank you. That's all I can say is thank you.
And you know what? If you continue on, what the message here is that you're doing something right, Don. You're doing something right. You're assisting people, no matter where they're at in their life. They might be in a real tough time, just like you. But you know what? They feel what you're going through, and look at Mr. Shaw. Look at all these great people that are just here. And you know what? The thing is, we always are going to be here, Don. You know, and there's nothing wrong with talking to people and saying, hey, I have some needs, and you don't have to. It's not begging. I think what was his name? The old man that has that picture looks like a gremlin. I don't know, but Al or something. I think his name is. Man, he says you're begging. You're not begging. I sat there and I just showed people. And I bet if there's somebody else that got on the line, they would tell you how they feel right now. Man, how good they feel inside because they were able to help somebody else. Because you know what, Don? We don't have that opportunity every day. And I'll say that. Our worlds get going so fast, things get moving so quickly that all we get to do sometimes is just worry about us, right?
That's true, man. That is so very true, Rob. So many people are so caught up in what they're going through and what they're experiencing that they don't have time to think that there are other people experiencing the same thing they're going through. But they never see it that way. They never get it that way. So man, I just say, to all of y'all, man, thank you. Thank you so very much.
And just look at the money that was dropped into the bucket of life. That one thing we know, Don, is this is not going to TKO you. No way, man. You're just getting started. You're just getting warmed up, buddy.
Yeah.
We believe in you, and you know that.
Yeah. And again, see, Rob, this is.
Hold on. I gotta stop. Luna just said, "Did you get my cash out?"
I have to, Luna. I would have to. Is the app is on this phone that if I got it, it'll come through. It'll let me know. Matter of fact,
because Luna's the one.
Let me just see. Let me see.
And while you're checking, Don, let me just tell Luna. You know what? This is why you never judge people. When Luna first came in here, she was like, I was kind of, was she just trying to say something negative? Is she just trying to be, and I listened and I was like, you know what? Nah. It's just, you don't judge people. And then look what happens.
Luna, I got it. I got it, Luna.
Did you get it, Don?
I got it.
That's love.
I got it, Luna.
And that's from a person, Luna, who said herself, she's staying in a hotel.
Okay.
I think she said the same brand in California.
Yeah.
Right?
I got it. What
do you have to say? What do you have to say to Luna about that, Don?
I again, man, I just pray God give you 100-fold return, Luna. For
that'll get you through at least Monday when you can go out tomorrow and Monday when you go out.
I'm good for.
You're gonna serve somebody else tomorrow that you're gonna bless them big time because of what you do, Don.
That's right.
You're gonna bless somebody. You don't know what'll happen tomorrow.
Don't know. You have no idea.
Linda, thank you, my friend.
All right.
I checked my finances. Listen, I checked my finances and I could not spend as much as I wanted to.
And I got what you sent. Thank you.
Wow.
I got what you sent. Thank you. Thank you.
And I say again, Don, it's sometimes when we're in our worlds, and guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a motivational speaker. I travel the world and I've written books and I've done a lot of stuff. But you know what? One thing I know is that when you're in the business of helping people, whether you're helping them through a business crisis or a personal crisis or a marital crisis or whatever it is, there's nothing that feels better. And you know what? You're not counting the money. There's been so much we've done before, but we don't care. I don't care about the money. The question is, what impact do we have on society to make it a better place than it was, before I got here? Because when I'm dead, guys, no one's going to care about or anything other than they're going to listen to these broadcasts and go, "My God, I thought that guy was something different." But you know what? He's not. Rob Pizzola's all right. How else do you say that? Because it's based on proof and results, and there's the results. Now, Don's going to be motivated to go out and jump for joy. Oh, Belinda, you're blessed, dear. Thank you.
No. Don't discount what you sent. No, just be. It's a blessing. Whatever you sent was a blessing. It's more than what I had. So I can't be upset about that. Because that was more than what I had.
It looks like our rim's coming back, Don.
Okay.
I do want to say welcome back to our listeners and to our viewers from around the world. You're actually being broadcast on the Westwood One Radio Network. This is Robert Paizola, and I'm the CEO and president of Western Capital International, and we're broadcasting this live around the globe. We're in 38 different countries and in 4 different languages. If you want to reach us, it's Robert, Robert, at WCILive.com. Today we're talking to the Truth Conductor, and that is a gentleman who has devoted his life to serving the Black community in politics and also in just him being present.
As a community activist.
Yeah, there you go. As an activist in D.C. to show people about the Black community.
So
and now what I'm going to ask you, Don, is that his name is Don. And Don, tell us about your tours, if you would, and how we can contact you, if you wouldn't mind.
See, my tours is dcblacktours.com. dcblacktours.com. That'll take you to my tour page, which is Capital Buddy Tours. Okay, now, the reason I have 2 different names is this. DC Black Tours will cover the tours of Washington, D.C. Capital Buddy Tours will be the landing page for any Black History tour that's in America. Right now, there is no website that you can go to and find an African American tour anywhere in the country. So that's why I created Capital Buddy Tours. So that'll be tours anywhere in America. You want to find a Black History tour? Come to Capital Buddy Tours. You see, and this is what I find so fascinating about DC Black History. There's always a lot of symbolism with DC Black History. What do you mean by symbolism, Truth Conductor? See, it was the 14th Amendment of the Constitution that gave us our freedom. Well, where is the Black History Museum located? In Washington, D.C., at 14th and Constitution Avenue. You see the symbolism? You see? So
I don't, Don, when you say it like that, I don't think there is that was planned out that way, but I think, brother.
No. See, the where the African American Museum is, that was the 20th and last spot on the mall for a museum. See, the original African American Museum, they were trying to put over on Independence Avenue, next to the castle. But that building roof leaks, so they couldn't use it. So somebody did some research, and they found out there was 1 spot left on the mall for a museum, and it was at 14th and Constitution Avenue. And that's where the African American Museum went in.
So it sounds to me, just from an outsider's point of view, of course I've known you for a few years, Don, that what you have to offer is something that anybody who's going to Washington, D.C. or who's there needs to really take a look at things. And I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Just
okay.
I saw some things during the pandemic. By the way, Mr. Pork, I appreciate that. Much respect to you, my friend. I salute. I take off my hat and I salute every single one of you for what you guys did. Because you know what, I know how tough it is. I've been down where I've had nothing. Literally, it's been tough. I've had family, so I can't say that. I've had family, but you know what? It's I know exactly what it's like. So let me continue. During COVID and during the period in which they had the Black Lives Matter thing, they went around the country, Don, and they were talking about taking down all these monuments, especially down in the South. I just wanted to get your opinion on that. Our history as a country, it is what it is. Okay. Now, what we've been taught might be right, might be wrong. I don't know. But do you agree that they should have taken the monuments down? And did those, in your mind, stand for?
Well, no, I don't agree. I disagree with them taking monuments down. And let me tell you why I disagree. See, because when you take the monument down, you're only hiding the problem. Why don't you set the record straight? around that monument. See, a lot of them Confederate statues of them generals, they got their asses kicked. They lost. So why don't you tell how they lost around them rather than hiding them? You see, set the record straight. And see, we don't want to set the record straight on our history. We want to keep pushing it under the rug. Okay? Let's set the record straight. And then we ain't got nothing to hide. You see, like I said, the Confederate generals, they lost.
But why do people get so upset, Don? To the point where they're ready to...
See, because I can tell you what, because they are being portrayed as heroes. That's why people are upset.
You have to help me with that one. But
And this is what I'm saying. Listen, I'm saying to you, rather than hide them, why don't you set the record straight? How they lost around them. Now you got a tourist attraction. See, instead of them using them statues to setting the record straight to attract tourism, see, they put them in a museum or in a garage somewhere. Ain't nobody coming to see that. But see, if you set the record straight and you be the first one to say, man, we gonna set this history, we gonna get this history right. Imagine how many people gonna come just to see what you did, what you're saying. Imagine the tourism that would attract. But no, you want to put it in a garage. You want to hide it. And see, and here's the thing about tourism that Americans need to post-pandemic. See, foreigners ain't coming to this country like they used to. It ain't as easy to get in America like it used to be because of COVID. So now Americans are going to have to replace the foreign tourist market that ain't coming here no more. So now you're going to have to replace that with Americans. How you going to do it? By giving them something new. Setting the record straight. You see, now they're going to get a family. Let's go and see what they're talking about. See, now it's going to be a magnet when you set the record straight.
So let me ask this question, Don. The last broadcast we had, I asked you a question. I said, do I have permission to be direct?
Yes, absolutely.
That same thing again. Do I have permission to be
Absolutely.
direct?
Absolutely.
Okay. What do you see whenever you're at the mall, when you're down there by the White House? What do you see? It's a tourist attraction, but what do you see that you can do to help people maybe see what's happening? Right, the truth does need to come out. What do you see as your ability to show people, hey, it's not just about the White House, but this is what's going on. I mean, we're not going to put you on a loudspeaker and say, black tours, black tours, black tours, but how do we get them to see black tours, right? To see about the other part.
Well, see, you got to remember one thing. DC has always had a negative perception to it. When I first came to DC, man, the first thing they tell you, man, don't go to Southeast. That's how dangerous it was. And right now, if you come to Washington, D.C., and you tell somebody you want to go to Southeast D.C., they say, you sure you want to go over there? See, we have pockets in the city that have a reputation for being dangerous. That's why people feel safe in the Monument Box. See, because they done heard the rumors about how bad D.C. was. And that's why they don't want to do anything that's going to take them out of what they feel is safe. See, that's what the problem is. But see, with me, because I've been a community activist, I've ran for office several times in the city. A lot of people, even if they don't know my name, they know my face. You see,
Well, I sure do know this.
and let me take no, Rob. Let me share something. Let me share something with people. See,
Sure.
here's the secret to DC. It ain't who you know. It's who knows you.
That's exactly what I was going to say, brother. You're sitting there right in front of the Secret Service of the United States of
All
America.
right, and
White House.
and let me tell you, I had a guy when I was on Periscope would call and leave me all kind of voicemails about how he would sexually molest Kamala Harris and what he would do to Joe Biden and how he wanted to die and all this stuff. So one day, I just went to Secret Service. I said, man, y'all need to listen to this. This guy is calling me, leaving me these voicemails. I don't know who he is. I have a personality online truth conductor. And this is how he follow me, right? So, they go through the usual, how long you been here, where you live, and said, okay, say, well, look, thank you for coming by, but we'll look into this. See, they was very nonchalant in their response. And about 2 weeks later, my daughter called me and said, Daddy, what the hell are you into now? I said, what you talking about? She said, Secret Service just got off the phone with me. And they wanted to know if you've ever had voiced any intentions about harming the president. I said, well, why didn't they ask me? And see, and when they interviewed me, they asked me nothing about my daughter. They asked me nothing about my kid. They asked me nothing about nothing. And they tracked my daughter down. They sure did. And then the clown that kept calling me, one time he forgot to block his number. He forgot to block it. And I saw the voicemail, and I said, oh shit, I got it. And I took the number to Secret Service.
Wow.
I sure did. Took the number to Secret Service. Here's your man. This is the man that's been leaving me all these messages.
And how'd that work out?
I ain't heard from him.
That means something happened. You know that.
I ain't heard from him. Serious. And I go and I sit there. I've had a lieutenant in Secret Service to come up and say, man, thank you for the service you do with your music. Because we have noticed that when you get in the crowd with your music, everything just tamped down. Thank you. And that's what I try to do, man. That's exactly what I try to do. I try to go down there and make a difference with music. Because music is the one thing that can hit you and you ain't gonna feel no pain. That's Bob Marley. In case you didn't, music is the only thing that can hit you, man. And you ain't gonna feel no pain. And that's what I try to go down there and hit people every day with music. Because it ain't painful.
Well, Don, I did tell you that I had to go do some service today. I'm going to my Mormon church. We're going to do some cleaning this morning. So, you know what? Just to conclude, thank you to
No,
all the
man,
people.
thank you, man. Thank you.
You know, the people around the world really care about you, Donna. You know what? I think this has been an amazing experience. And it's an experience for all of us because we're all going through trials right now. And it's just amazing to see that if, Don asks all the time, how can we talk? Can we just communicate? Can we just communicate? I think what we saw today was we saw communication happening at a very, very high level. And we're going to help a man now. You know what? I bet you he's going to go out there and be 100 times more effective because he knows he's got a place to sleep at night. He knows that he can go out
Hey, man, listen, I'm grateful. I ain't lying, man. I can tell the world, man, I'm grateful. Because my car could have caught me. And this hotel room caught me. I could have lost all of my merch, all of my stuff, man. I could have not had the money to go and rent a U-Haul and rent a storage place. They could have set my stuff out, and I couldn't do nothing. I could have lost everything, and I didn't lose nothing. And matter of fact, ended up giving away some stuff.
Well, Don, some
Okay.
people are asking questions I want to answer. Luna asks, Rob, have you ever been poor? You know what? There's nothing probably more poor than losing your freedom. And about 25 years ago, I went through some issues 25, 30 years ago that I lost my freedom. And I lost my freedom for just a little bit at a time, even if it was for just one day. But you know what? Yeah. And you know what? It showed me, and I was able to see other parts of life that I normally wouldn't pay attention to. You know what? I'm so blessed because of those things. So the answer is, yeah, I've never been so poor that I haven't had a place to stay. But you know what? It's not like it is now. Okay, so I've never ever given up, and I've always been wanting to teach. And as a coach, many of you guys know, as a coach, I teach people. I work with people around the world, doctors, lawyers, everybody, on showing people how to be able to overcome their obstacles and issues. So yeah, I have been poor in my sense, yes. I grew up in a regular neighborhood in Newark, Ohio, and was able to go on a full scholarship to a college called Brigham Young University. And now it's probably a couple $100,000, you know. And I just met the right people. And, you know, Don made a comment. He said, don't tell me who you know. Tell me who knows you.
That's right. It's who knows you, man.
Yeah.
And seeing based in D.C. on who knows you, you can circumvent a lot of stuff. I'm serious about it. I went to renew my tags one year, and the line was out the door. I mean, out the door. And I'm pressed to get my tags. Okay? And I go in, get my number, and sit down, and I hear psst, psst, you know, and I look around, and one of my church members, we go to church together. She said, boy, what you doing up in here? I said, I'm trying to get my tag. She said, you got your information? I said, yeah. She said, give it to me. Gave her mine. She said, how you paying? Here's my card. That girl went and processed my tags. And the number I got, I would have been sitting in there for hours. Got my stuff, and she said, bye, see you Sunday. See you later. And I was gone. I was gone. It's based on who knows you, buddy. Ain't who you know, it's who knows you. You can circumvent a lot of stuff, buddy, when the right people know you. And I ain't lying about that. The right people know you, you can circumvent a lot of stuff.
You know, Don, the way you say that is true, because I know when I do my broadcasts, whether they're on DirecTV or it's on television or CNN or wherever I'm at, I don't know who's watching, Don.
That's right.
You know that? I don't know. I do not know. But you know what? We actually got a contract with Mercedes-Benz. So figure this out, Don. I don't know how this works, but every time I go live, I get paid by Mercedes-Benz because they think we have the value to teach their people. Wow.
You see that?
You see that?
You see? It's who knows you.
Yes, sir.
That's what makes you important. And see, and it took me 30 years to figure that out in D.C.
Yeah.
Because when you talk to people in D.C., man, they drop a lot of names. I mean, you talk to folk in D.C., man, I mean, they be dropping names. And I'm like, man, why people be dropping all these names? Because they want to appear to be known. See, people are attracted to folk that are known. They come to people that are known.
Wow. Yep.
And everybody want to appear to be known. What do you think fame is? You're known. That's all fame is. And you got access to money. That's all fame is. People know you. You don't know them, but they know you. And based on, listen, based on how much respect they got for you, they'll give you some perks. Based on that, no respect they got for you. You think I don't get no perks down there by that White House? I sure do. You think they don't give me no perks when I go down there and park by that White House? I sure do.
Let's talk about that. That you spend all the time. What kind of perks do they give you?
No, I'm just saying. See, because there's sometimes that because they know my car, they might put up.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yep.
They might put up a no parking sign for X amount of time, but because they know my car, they ain't gonna mess with me.
Wow.
See, they know my car. All right, they might not mess with me, and then if they do mess with me, they might make a mistake on the ticket. And if the ticket got a mistake on it, I can challenge it. I ain't got to pay it. That's why, see, a lot of people get a parking ticket and they don't never look at it. When I get a parking ticket, man, first thing I want to make sure, because I got 6 doors on my car. And if you say my car got 4 doors on it, I'm going to take a picture of it. Man, this ain't my car. I don't care if it do say it's my tag. My car got 6 doors. That ticket going to get dismissed. It's going to get dismissed.
As I said, it's been a true honor today to spend time with you. And you know what? I get to continue to pay it forward by going out and helping today. I'm going to do that. And
yeah, man, go serve the church. Ain't nothing like.
To all the people in the room, I hope you guys got something. Guys, my name is Rob Paizola. There's a link I put at the bottom, right? And it's just a video of me on NBC. And you can watch it, and it'll show you what we do. It'll show you how we help people. And if you're going through crises, it'll show you kind of some of the issues. It's exactly what you witnessed here today. I'll tell you that right now. Exactly what you witnessed here today. But it's very, very specific, and this is what we do around the world. So much, much, much respect, and I'm so honored, Don.
Man, Rob, thank you, man. Thank you so very much, Rob, for all you do.
You bet, buddy.
All right.
God bless you, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you soon. And man, make it a great day, guys.
Thank you, man.
Let's all bless each other.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, hey, Pork, it's Robert. My email is Robert Pork. It's Robert, ROBERT, at WCILive.com. WCILive.com. Next time I come to the room, Don, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a discussion with you about what we can do to make the brand of your tour company go bigger. How can we get people to know about it? Well, before I got involved in Airbnb, we own 9 houses in Hawaii and 6 in Utah. Thank you, Boxing. And I didn't know anything about Airbnb, but you know what? Now I do. So I teach people about Airbnb. So you're in the same way. As I learn, as I show people and teach, I do all I can to make people have a better life. So just everybody have a fantastic day, and I love you guys. And I'll come back and I'll talk about branding, and I'll show you guys exactly what it takes. So if you guys have a business, we'll set it up. If you guys have a business or are trying to get some business started, we can have a great talk. Don and I can set that up so you guys come in and we can talk about how to be able to take yourself to the next level, because we care about you as much as you care about us. And I'd be more than happy to do that. And Don, it is a true pleasure. And welcome back, my friends.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you, Rob. All right,
Don, it's a pleasure. Much love, my friends. Talk to you soon.
All right, Rob. And see, let's talk about branding. See, man, when you talk about branding yourself, see, that's repetition. That's first and foremost. You're going to have to repeat the same thing over and over and over again when you're branding yourself. And see, repetition cannot bother you when you're trying to create a brand. And that's the reason most brands fail. because they can't be repetitious. See, they can't say the same thing over and over again. That's how you get it into their head. By saying, and you'll know you got it in because they're going to start repeating it. And that's when you can, uh, uh, he'll be back. He'll be back. I think he put his stuff up here somewhere. I think he put it in somewhere. I'm not sure where. He's the CEO of Western Capital. He just gave somebody his Robert at something.live. He just gave his email. But I'll make sure the next time you come in, and I'll write it down myself, so I can have it. But see, you never know who's watching you, man. You never know who's listening to you. I got some I got a donation from Joe. I ain't never had any interaction with Joe. And Joe blessed me twice. And I've never had any interaction with this person. I was kind of shocked. I was really kind of shocked. You know, the people that, course, Luna. This came from Melissa for Luna, Joe, Jonathan, Rob with 702 Enterprises, Ray D. Who else done send me some money here? Yeah, that's it. Those were the people. Man, thank all y'all. Thank all y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all, I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Rob. I don't know. I don't know what I would have been able to do. And y'all heard the knock on the door. See, that show you they don't play. Shoot, you it's time for you to go, man. What? Hey, you checking out? What you gonna do? You know, and I told that little girl when I come, I said I'll be back at noon. And that's what I meant. Man, I'll be back at noon. That's what I told you, that's what I mean. I'll be back at noon. But anyway, listen. Let me, cause usually, man, I get some good sleep on Saturdays. Cause this is my day of rest. And man, I want to go over here and jump in this bed and take me a good nap, man. I mean, take me a good nap. That's what I'm getting ready to do right now. Okay? So, and I'll be back later on. I'll go live later on again. But once again, man, to all of y'all, Rob, thank you. To everybody that donated, man, thank you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. And man, I hope you get 100-fold return. See, some people that when they're trying to be impressive and will say, I hope you get 1,000-fold return. But that ain't even biblical. See, it's only in the Bible you get a 30, 60, or 100-fold return. There's no 1,000-fold return, according to the Bible. Okay? So I'm going to go up to the top, man. I hope you get a 100-fold return for every dime that you gave. Okay? Uh, 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 Listen, let me share this with y'all. Somebody said they was working out something with their wife. Man, you need to write down your confession. You trying to work something out with your wife? Write out your confessions. And see, and people gonna laugh at this. People gonna make fun of this. But March the 7th was a full moon. It was a harvest moon, as a matter of fact. March the 7th. So what I did was, man, I wrote down some things that I wanted to see in my life. The Bible say, write the vision and make it plain. So, first thing I wrote down was I have more money than I'll ever need. That's my first confession. I have more money than I'll ever need. I walk in divine health and divine wealth. The third thing on my list is my wife. It's the best sex I've ever had. See, there's some people laughing at that. If I can have what I say, how come I can't say my wife is the best sex I've ever had? Why I can't decree that over my marriage? I mean, think about that. Why I can't decree that over my marriage? I have a fleet of buses and vans. I got a fleet of buses and vans. I'll launch my dinnerware line this year. I will launch my hop-on, hop-off shuttle this year. And I will launch my True Conductor brand this year. Those are the 7 things I wrote down. And I don't mind telling you, man, the more I have made my confessions, man, my foot my foot swole up right now. my foot like a gout attack, and I ain't eating no fish. So now I'm beginning to wonder, because I've been eating some chicken wings, if I'm allergic to meat, period. Okay? Serious. And I'm going to tell you something. Every woman in the world ought to send me $10, because I said, man, my wife is the best sex I've ever had. Every woman in the world says, True Conductor, that's your confession? Man, I'm going to send you $10. Every man should be wishing that. So why I got to go look for some good sex from somebody else? How come I can't decree, man, my wife is the best sex I done had? If I can have what I say. I mean, think about it. The Bible says death and life is in the power of the tongue. So I'm speaking life into my marriage. My wife is the best sex I've ever had. And some folk gonna think I'm crazy for saying that. Some folk will call me a fool for saying that. But man, how come you ain't decreeing something over your wife? What you want to see? And see, and especially you, man. See, God has given man the ability to be able to change a woman's mind. A woman can't change no man's mind. If a man got his mind made up, I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how good you cook. I don't care how tight your bed game is. If that man don't want you, ain't nothing you gonna do gonna be able to please him. However, a woman, a man can change a woman's mind. There are plenty of women married to men right now they didn't even like. They couldn't even stand that man. And that man changed her mind. See, y'all might be the product of some men that your mama didn't even like them when they first met. And he grew on her. And she learned to love him. See, women are the ones that can learn to love. Men have to be in love. That's the difference. A woman can learn to love you, man. But that man, he got to be in love. See, we as men, we have sex to fall in love. Women are just the opposite. They fall in love to have sex. But us, we got to have sex, man, for us to fall in love. Somebody come and ring our bell, man, rock our world. Shit, we twisted. We twisted. Because we have sex to fall in love. Women fall in love to have sex. See, that's the difference. You know what, man? Because I've seen this so many times, maybe you ought to start trying to adopt a kid. And that might open up the door for your wife to get pregnant. Maybe you ought to try adoption first. To make her mothering stuff in her body kick in. So don't rule out adoption. And then too, you need to be looking at what you're eating, man. Is your diet, producing the sperm that you want to produce? That could have a lot to do with it. See, that could have a lot to how you eating, man. What you consuming could have a lot to do with your sperm not being strong enough. So that's there are a lot of reasons for that. But maybe, man, y'all ought to consider adoption. So her mothering instincts can kick in. And you don't know what that might do to her body. You don't know what it might do to her body, man. There are plenty families out here right now had the same problem you had, went and adopted, and then start making babies like rabbits. Be careful what you wish for, boy, because you might get her going, and hell, she won't stop. She be spitting out babies every year. You look at her and she get pregnant. You got some people like that, man. You look at them jokers, they get pregnant. That's how fertile they are. You see, so and have her look at her diet. Maybe what she's eating is affecting her fertility. That's just, my little humble opinion. All right? Listen, y'all. Man, thank y'all. I ain't gotta move. I ain't gotta leave. I'm still in here. Okay, I'm still in here. So thank y'all, man. And this is some of the best sleep I ever got. It's on a Saturday. You're welcome. And man, I'm going to get me some sleep. I'm going to take me a nap. This is deserving a nap. this is deserving of a nap today, boy. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. This deserving of a nap. All right. So I'll see y'all later. I'll be back.